You're listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. My name is Mel Tillar, and I am thrilled to be your host. Today's guest is an entrepreneur. He's a father. He is an absolute gem, a great contributor to our community. His name is John Pennington. John, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
Listen, we're very excited to have you on board. You are the owner of AA Printing Services and the owner of AA Custom T-Shirts, an entrepreneur, small business owner in our community. Tell us about AA Printing. Why should people who have a need to have some printing done, why should they run to your shop right now?
Well, AA Printing, I started in 2010. It was just an idea that people needed same day printed. A lot of people take 3 to 4, 5 days to print, but AA Printing we do same day or next day. So that's one of the niches that we have already. We provide very good quality service. Our prices are very good, as people keep telling me. So I think I'll have to take it up soon. But all I hear is your prices are really cheap. Yeah, your service is great. I know. I need to change that, but
affordable prices.
Affordable, yes. I'd like that better. I don't like when they say that because then I'm like, I'm doing something wrong here. But it's about supporting the community, and that's what AA Printing does. We've done that for so many years now. It's coming up 13 years. We've been in the community. We've supported the community, and the community have supported us big time as well.
I love these quality elements that you're talking about. You give a great service, and you give a service in a timely fashion. I know that you are familiar with a number of members of the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. We use your service. You know many of our guys. So tell us a little bit about your background. Where were you born, and how did you get started?
I was born in Belize City, and I moved to England in 1979. My mother got married to a British soldier at the time, and then I moved to Los Angeles in 1996.
That sounds very interesting. I love when I hear backgrounds like yours. Please continue.
Yes, no. Well, I spent several years with the British military. I finished off as a sergeant, and I went into the personal protection world. And that's what brought me over to Los Angeles. I ended up working at the Playboy Mansion, and I did a lot of the celebrities in LA. But then I wanted to do my own thing. I moved to Vegas. I started a business out here. And then obviously the crash happened in 2008.
Yes.
So obviously I got back into the security business, and I lost my home at the time. And so what was the best thing to do is to figure out how to make an income. And I came across printing by accident.
Really?
Yeah, it was by accident. This same office that I'm sitting in right now, there was another printing company that was sitting here, and he called me and said, I heard you're looking for same day printed. A lot of people couldn't do same day. And I said, wow, that is amazing. I'd like to come to your store and talk to you about that. And I came here and I sat with him in this corner and spoke to him about same day printed at 4800 South Maryland Parkway. I thought it was a great idea. I went home and I researched it, and I said, this is a niche that can change printed industry, same day printed. So I went out and I marketed printed. Obviously, I didn't know what I was doing. Because even at my trade show, people would say, do you do 4x6? And I'd go, yes, I do. I'd go home and Google what's a 4x6 postcard because I just didn't know.
Yes.
So I pushed it. I did trade shows. I went out, I met people, and I sold printed that I didn't know what I was selling. The gentleman that was in this office here obviously wasn't running his business correctly. And after 6 months, he had closed. So he was shut down. They came and took all his machine away. And 4 months later, I decided I wanted to start my own business instead of relying on somebody else. So I came back to the same location I came for an interview, and I asked if I could rent the store out. And I did. I had $4,800, and I had the opportunity to rent the store. I got a machine and a cutter. Obviously, I didn't know how to run it. So I had a gentleman come in who was looking for a job at the time, and I said to him, if you could print for me, I'll do the sales. I can't afford to pay you right now, but if you stick with me, I'll pay you well once we get started. He stayed with me for 7 years
Wow.
after starting that, and we built the business. Now I had my grand opening at the time. I mean, I have all this story in the newspaper about this, but my grand opening, we had about 300 people come through here. Um, at the time, though, I was having my house repossessed on my
Oh,
grand opening. So
oh,
no, it was not a bad thing. It was something that was going to happen either way because I had to make a decision either try to save the house or build my business. So I decided to build my business,
okay.
and the constable was at the house. They told me I couldn't go near it, so I went and did my appointments, and I came back to my shop, and I carried on with my grand opening. You know, um, at the time, obviously, I had no power. They turned my power off, the water off. I know how to get into my house, so I'd sleep in that night, and then I'd go and get. I bought a shirt from Ross. I used to shower in my backyard with my gallon bottle of water, and I
Yes.
would turn up here with nobody knowing what just happened, but I would still turn up here with a smile because I know if I quit now, I've lost everything. So I just carried on as if nothing had happened. Nobody in my grand opening would ever know that I had just showered with a gallon bottle of water. Nobody would just know I just bought my shirt from Ross and it was an iron under my jacket, but I still had a smile on my face, you know? And from there on, from that opening, I just went out and I pushed. I mean, obviously, I found another place and I rented. Within a
Yes.
week, I rented a new location, but I was still, backwards and forward. But I didn't let it deter me because I knew it was going to work. And this is a thing that I found with several young entrepreneurs right now is they come into my store and they say, I want to start a business. Or even someone said, wow, you've done good at printing. I want to start a printing business. I said, okay, come on in. I'll teach you how to run the machine. I'll print your business cards for you. I'll tell you what you have to do. Because if they go out as a broker like I did, they would use me to do their printing. So I
Yes.
said, I'll train you. After a while, obviously, they quit because it is hard work. You cannot quit too early. I mean, I've seen people quit after 6 months or before 6 months. I've had to push this at the time. I pushed it for 5 years because I kept hearing 5 years is when things will turn around.
Yes.
It was rough for me. It was rough, but you know what? The community came along. The community supported me. I joined the chambers, and that's what I say to any business owners out there. Go and join the chambers. They're there to help you.
Yes.
I joined the urban chamber. I joined the Vegas chamber. I joined the Henderson chamber, the Hispanic chamber, the Haitian chamber. I joined all the chambers, the women chamber also. And by doing that, I was recognized in the community as somebody that's giving back because you're giving back by joining these chambers. And in return, they're there supporting you, you know? So over that period of time, 2018, we won the Small Business Excellence Service, Best Business of Las Vegas Award in 2015, Entrepreneur Spirit Award at the Urban Chamber in 2015, Business Excellent Trailblazer Award in 2014, voted the top 100 men of success by the Vegas magazine, nominated above and beyond best customer service. I mean, there's several other awards. I'm not going to go through all of them, but we got those awards just because of me going out, working and networking and giving back to the community every day. And that's what you have to do. And a lot of small business lose that sight that they're there to give back as well. By giving back, you get in return, you
Yes.
know,
Yes.
what you put out there. So
John, there's some
that's what
people, there's some
yeah.
people who want to support you right now. Tell them about your contact information, where you're located, your phone number, because there's some people who want to give you some business right now.
Okay, we're located at 4800 South Maryland Parkway. Just cross street is Tropicana and Maryland Parkway, behind the Starbucks. Our telephone number is 702 527 7474, 527 7474. And a website, you can find us at aaprintinglasvegas.com. That's aaprintinglasvegas.com.
All right. So you not only have a printing, you also have a custom T-shirts. How did that come about?
Well, the t-shirt side was just a test I was doing. I would outsource it by marketing that we do t-shirts, because obviously it goes together. The printed and the t-shirt goes together. So I did a test to see if it would work and find that customers were coming to me for t-shirts. And I decided, you know what? Let me take over the unit next door. Once they move out, I'll take that out. And what I want to do is produce same day or next day printing for t-shirts also. So I got into the DTG business, which is a direct to garment printing. So I can print one shirt, two shirt, or I could print as many shirts as you want. Obviously, we up to like we've done 100 in like 2 days. It's not something we
Wow.
want to do all the time, but we can do fast turnaround for t-shirts. So we do direct to garment, we do screen printing, we do embroidery as well. So we are a one-stop shop for all of that, all your printed needs. That was started in 2017, and like anything, we're still building it right now, and it's still going, but it was still standing. Even after the pandemic, we're still here right now. So again, if you're looking for t-shirts, all you got to do is go to the t-shirt, AE Custom T-shirt, LasVegas.com, and then you just walk next door to our printing company. So we're one location where you have everything you need.
That is a fantastic story. Love your story. You've learned a lot along the way. How about telling our listening audience 3 things that you've learned while being in business?
3 things I've learned is, first thing is, don't give up. Never, ever give up when you start your business. It's going to be hard, but don't give up. Number 2, take care of your customers. Okay?
Yes.
I'd rather refund or give a customer money back for a job that they said that we did wrong than fight a customer and lose a customer forever and also damage your reputation along the way. That is one thing that a lot of people, because you are looking at, well, I've just lost $50, but if I fight that $50, I could lose a lot more down the road.
Yes.
And customers see, if you look at my review, a lot of people say the thing about AE printing, it's not about the money, it's about the service. Not that I give away my whole shop away, but you know, customers make mistakes and then they come in and say something about it. And I go, you know what? We'll take care of it. Even though it's in the email, but we make the customer happy. That's your job, is to make the customer happy. And they will come back and they will spread your name around town. That is 2 things that I'll say. The other thing is, make sure you give quality work. Don't take shortcuts. A lot of people like to take that little shortcut on the cut. Well, I don't want to give them the whole lot. If you're, especially in the printing business, I tend to overprint so that the customer have more than they wanted. When they come in, you give them a little extra and they're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Don't undercut the customer. Give them what they want, but give them more. With the printing industry as well, where if we say it's going to take you 3 days and we produce it in 1 to 2 days, you're happier with that than when you walked in the door. So quality service, take care of the customers, and don't give up. Those are the 3 things I'll say to somebody: is don't give up, take care of customers, and give back to the community is another thing. You got to give back to the community.
You heard it here on Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce. We've been speaking with John Pennington. He is the owner and founder of AA Printing and AA Custom T-shirts. You can find him at 4800 South Maryland Parkway. His phone number is 702-527-7474. Give him a call. Stop by and see him. If you need same-day printing, if you need quality printing, if you need somebody who takes pride in their work and also gives back to the community. You've been listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce. I'm Mel Tillar, your host, and that's Keeping It 100.